All right, saucy. So, yeah, it is time to do another live stream. I didn't do one yesterday because I just really wasn't feeling it. So, yeah, we are going to be doing a flight today from Dusseldorf. I feel kind of quiet, like my mic isn't up quite enough. Let's turn this up a bit. So yeah, we're going to be doing a flight today from Dusseldorf, or not Dusseldorf, Munich to Dusseldorf. Apologies to any Germans out there that are cringing super hard right now, because I'm absolutely mutilating all the words. So yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, let's start it up here. So let's go ahead and put on. Oop, would help if I put on the sound. All right, batteries are gonna kick on. Fire up that external power, maybe. Thank you. All right. So the displays are going to do a nice self-test. I'm going to go ahead and fix this project fly overlay real quick. It's kind of annoying me. Just make it a little bit bigger. Right about there, maybe. Looks about good to me. I don't know. So I'm just going to watch the stream and see if that's I'm going to have a look at that, see if that's big enough. It looks fine to me from my preview. Right about there. I think that's good. Alright, that's a good size. Okay, so the displays and stuff are coming online. So I still feel like really quiet. Ding, ding, ding. Oops. I knocked something there. That would be a reverse thrust mode is what I knocked there. Let's not do that. Alright, let's turn on our MCDUs. At some point in the future. Hello? Or do we only get one here? I feel like we're only getting one here for some reason. That's odd. Huh. That's very interesting. I don't know why this MCDU isn't working. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's like it turns on and then just doesn't. That's odd. Huh. Already, like, we're 3 minutes in and I've already broken something. GG. Alright, let's just try that and see what happens. Let's just freak it out. Yeah, that's really weird. Well, alright, I'm just gonna, like, give it some nice shock therapy real quick. Yeah, it's, like, not working for some reason. Rip. I've already broken it. Oh, this is going well. Seriously? So it's off. Like, I literally just turned it on to put it, like, turn on the external power, like, not even 3 minutes ago. That's ridiculous. Whatever. Shut up. Well, we'll get the jetway at least. I'm gonna dump the batteries too, see what happens. I'm just gonna turn it all off. Great. Absolutely magnificent. Yeah, it's like I hold down the brightness key and then it doesn't just doesn't do anything, and then it shows FM1. Oh god, am I gonna have to Google this? Did I legitimately break it? What did I even do? Oops. Well, I'd hope if I guess I probably use proper terminology. I've already done messed it all up, and oh god. Of course. Hold on, let me just like reset all failures. I wonder if that might be. I mean, I doubt that's a problem. Smash that a bunch. Alright, well, hold on. Battery 1, battery 2, external power. Huh. So if I turn this one on, it works just fine. The other one's completely broken. No matter how long I hold this button down, it's not going to do anything. Huh. This is none. Yeah, there's nothing there. Really? I don't know. What's even the problem here? Am I really gonna have to, like, oh god, I'm gonna have to. Well, I guarantee if I try and reload it, it's probably gonna crash the sim. Yeah, this is not, I'm not understanding what's going on here. I'm a little bit confused, because it says ready. And this is MCDU switching off. Release stim key. Okay, it's off. I hold down bright. And it blinks a couple times, and then nothing happens. Oh, wow. Hi. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Thanks. Okay, so that's ridiculous. This thing is... that just makes no sense. Okay, so I'm going to get back to what I was doing before, and was configuring this. So we're going to put all this, set it up. That's fine. Turn the oxygen on. Turn on the beacon switch. Turn on no smoking. On emergency exit lights. And I think that's good for now. Okay, I'm gonna shut this window. Okay, so now that we've figured that out, because I'm an idiot, that NavTCast fault. Okay, so let's do what we need to do. Let's tell GSX to request catering service, please. Okay. So they're gonna get our stuff. Catering's gonna come in and do their thing. Oops. So wherever they might be, they're gonna work on it. So you could probably open up the cargo doors. So, I don't know. They'll get here eventually. So, let's go ahead and open up the doors. At least those two. So, and forward. Alright, so those are opening. And I think catering is pulling up. No, they're not yet. I don't know where they are. They're doing something. Okay, let's go ahead and put in our route. Actually, before we do that, just want to make sure. Okay, so I'm flying with DLH Virtual, so I just wanted to make sure that the ACARS is working. Okay, this is loaded. All right. so let's do, alright, so in it, we are going to be going from EDDM to EDDL. And let's see what SimBrief says. So SimBrief says our alternate is going to be, if I could see it, that'd be great. EHAM. Oh, the flight number is not EHAM. As funny as that might be. The flight number is actually DLH-2008. That would be it. Sounds like catering is here. Well, those are some interesting models. What's up with that? They're like inside of the... I've never seen these before. That's pretty cool, actually. Alright, so they want us to open the doors now. So we can, right, do that. Let's put on the door menu. So those are going to be open. These guys are going to do their catering stuff. Presumably. There we go. Alright. They're doing their stuff. So, in it is almost ready. I need to have a look at the cost index real quick. Okay, so our cost index is going to be 8 for today. Cruise flight level. That would be 340. And I think I can just put that in there and it should fill it out automatically. Okay, so what else do we have to do? We have in it, alright, so now we go to flight plan. So our flight plan for today is going to be, alright, so we're going from Munich, departing 26 right, and we're going to be departing on the Give Me 5 whiskey, which doesn't seem to be in here, so that's always great. I'm just going to put that in there for now, and we can always come back and fix it later. Alright, and we have no transition, so we're just going to do that. So that goes right to Give Me. So I think... Let's just have a look at the plan mode. Yeah, alright, that works just fine. Yeah, alright, that's cool. So, and then after Give Me, we have, here we go, Airways. So we have Y101. Alright, so looks like catering is done with their stuff. Right forward. Oh yeah, so catering seems to be done. I'll just wait until it tells me to close the other door. Which, I don't know, this guy in the back might be taking a while. I'm just gonna close them both. Seems like he's done. Alright, so those can go away. Just have to wait until these close. There we go. Alright, so those are closed. Those are no longer a problem. We get back to what we were doing here. So we want Yankee 101 to Tech 2. And then from there we have Z580. Alright, yeah, no, sorry, Z850. To EDDM-E. And then we have T854. Alright, so catering is done. And that's to Domux. Oop, that's Donux. That'll do it. Alright. So that should give us our flight plan. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and request passengers, or request boarding. So at some point in the future we should... Oh wow, that is a not legit jetway. That is... okay. Well, I'm just gonna pretend I don't see that. So baggage will be here at some point. So passengers are gonna work on it. Alright, left forward. Okay, so back to this. So we're gonna be arriving on the Domu 2 X-ray. So I gotta scroll down here. Alright, Domu 2 X-ray. So we're 5 right. Alright, so we actually have the arrival, which is a first. I'll have a look at that real quick. Let's see if that's been inserted yet. Really? That's pronounced... wait, like... München? Is that how you pronounce it? Is München? That's really weird. I didn't see it. Well, I didn't see your comment or your whatever because I was looking at another tab. Wow. Okay. I guess today I learned. Let's just actually have the arrival in here. It does. Oops. I assume that's a go-around right there. Yeah, it seems like a go-around. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in plan mode. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, yeah, that's fine. We can do that. So let's insert that. So that is now our flight plan. Seems like a shortish ILS, but whatever. Okay. That'll do. This. Alright, so now we need to do... Alright, so let's put in our weights and stuff. So fuel, we have... Alright, so for fuel we have 7,153 kilograms. Alright. Alright. And then our payload, we have... I believe we have 165 people, which gives us a zero fuel weight of only 900 kilograms below max takeoff weight, which is not a lot. So 60,000. Let's go 60.1. No, I want 60.1. Not whatever you think I need. Thank you. So I guess it was like trying to progressively load or something? I don't really know. Whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and fire up the APU while we're doing that. Click that on. So, alright, so in it, let's go ahead. And we'll put in our 0 fuel weight and our center of gravity. And 7.2. It's more like 7.1, but whatever. Put that in there. Okay, so that should calculate, which it did. So we have 103 minutes extra fuel. Alright, lovely. So let's bring this range down a little bit. And we'll go ahead and... Alright, I don't know. Alright, baggage loading or cargo loading or whatever is almost done here. So whenever they say boarding is completed, we'll go ahead and shut up the... Wow, that was loud. Okay. Let's go ahead and fire up the APU. And alright, so now we can do the perf page. So we're gonna flex to like 30. I don't know what the temperature is outside right now. It's 24. Flex 30. Because we are fat. We can do flap 1. And our center of gravity is 27.2 at the moment. So that's going to be, this is 30, this is about 27. So I'm going to say about 0.4 up. Alright, so it's super cool. I can hear the APU coming on because the door is open. Oh, that's really awesome. Let's actually do that. Alright, so APU is available. Let's actually, before I murder all the fuel pumps, let's go ahead and put them all on, actually. And then we can put on the APU bleed, and turn that off. So that'll bring us off external. And the packs should get their stuff going. Sorry, what did I say? We're going to go 1 up 0.4, I believe I said. So this gives us 141, 141, and probably 142. Alright. So that's really it. So we can go ahead and pretty much fix any miscellaneous stuff I haven't gotten to yet. These guys should be done. Yeah, these guys are done with their cargo loading, so they're getting away. We'll go ahead and close these doors up. And we'll actually, real quick, we'll go ahead and disconnect that stuff. Close up all the doors. Alright, so this door is going to close. Alright, front door's closed, cargo doors are closing up. So that's good. Slides will arm. And let's go ahead and... I think we're good now, so we can put that back at perf. That's good. Let's go ahead and pop on the strobes. Turn on the seatbelt signs. And I think we're good to push back at this point. Actually, no, we're not. I need to set in our altitude here and set our altimeter. So I'm not gonna... I'm just gonna do this and set it to... I find this thing always overspeeds under 10,000 feet. I'm just gonna set it to 230, so that way it can't go nuts. All right, so let's do that. So that's gonna give us a status page. All that stuff is good. So let's go ahead and real quick look up the METAR. All right, EDDM-METAR. So we are 1019 hectopascals. Temperature of 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Visibility 6 or more miles. Winds from the north. Looks great. All right. So let's get out of here. Alright, So we're going to go ahead and tell ground that we need to push nose right, tail left. I do not. Alright, so Mr. Pushback Truck is going to get his stuff sorted. Still forgot to remove this ugly reflection texture from this cockpit, but whatever. Alright, windows are closed. Emergency lights are armed. P-bleed is on. So we're gonna wait for these guys to screw in the whatever they're doing down there. They're locking the gear. Okay, and then, oh wait, someone almost got fired there. And that person would be me.
Departure check completed. Light has been inserted. Release parking brakes.
All right.
Commencing push.
So they're gonna start our push.
Start that wheel.
So, all right, push is started. We are gonna go ahead and fire up number 1. That'll do that. I don't really know why. Hello? No, I want the engine page. There we go. Okay. Firing engine 2. Slides are going to arm. Bye Sandro says, hello, good evening. What's up, man? I mean, for me it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But I assume you're probably in England or some European country, because it's definitely not night here in good old America. So, well, we could just do something like that. Alright, that'll do it. Alright, put that on TARA. Altitude reporting is on, and that's good. Okay, so engine 1 is coming online. And let's switch over to Gen. Engine 1 is available. Go ahead and fire up number 1. So I need to pull up the ground charts here. Let's... Okay, so pretty much we're just going to taxi out. I think we're... okay, so we're on November 3. So that's November 3 right there. Alright, engine 1's coming online. We can turn on predictive wind shear. I don't think we're gonna need our weather radar today. From Germany. Well, alright, you're gonna hear me absolutely mutilate pretty much everything I say, because I can't speak German. So, there you go. Prepare to get some super cringe vocabulary going on. Alright. So this is good. So yeah, we're pretty much going to taxi out onto November 3, turn right onto taxiway November, and bring it down onto Alpha 13, where we're going to make a left, and that will be 26 left. 9 p.m. at the moment. Yep. I'd like to go to Germany at some point. Sounds pretty fun. Looks like a cool place. And my dad's been there, and yeah. So, alright, these guys are going to get out of our way, hopefully. We can go ahead and turn on our auto brake. Let's see, what else can we do here? We can turn off the APU, bring off the APU bleed. All that stuff is good. You can put on the taxi light. And I think we can arm the spoiler as well. Alright, so let's turn off the parking brake and get out of here. I should probably put the pedal disconnect on. Alright. Performance could be better here, but that's pretty much any Aerosoft scenery. It's laggy. Alright, so put down flaps 1. Alright, so I'm not sure how long the trip ahead of us is exactly. I think it's somewhere around an hour. So, looking probably an ETA of around, well, let's see. This thing says 11 o'clock. I don't know. Whoop. Ooh, that was a little, whoa, hey there. That's the one thing I don't like about this plane is the rudder, or the nose wheel steering is really sensitive. Alright, so we're just going to taxi all the way down here, really. Let's look at this chart again. Okay, alright. I forgot I always forget to set the auto brake to max for takeoff, and we can test our takeoff config, which is normal. I do like the sounds in this plane, though. The sounds are good, although this really annoying avionics noise like, from this view, like, if I look this way, it goes away, and then I look a little bit this way, and then it kind of comes back just in my left ear, and then, I don't know, it's just kind of obnoxious. I'm tempted to find it and just, like, delete it or mute it, so it's just not there, because it's really annoying. Is this taxi 2-gate scenery? Actually, no, this is Aerosoft EDDM. So, yeah, I couldn't find. I actually didn't know taxi 2-gate made EDDM scenery. Probably should have checked that out, but now this is Aerosoft stuff. Doesn't look too bad though. I just wish I wish they would include static aircraft at their airports, because I feel like I don't usually do traffic. Because then I'd probably have to use like the built-in ATC or whatever, and I don't really feel like doing that, so... Okay. I need to have a look at the charts again. So that's Alpha 12. Alright, so basically the next taxiway is going to be Alpha 13. Which, that's Alpha 12 right there. So that means right up there is going to be Alpha 13. I seem to be going off the taxiway again a little bit. Wow, this thing. We must have I'm pretty sure we have like a direct tailwind right now. That would be why we're picking up speed on this taxi. Alright, Alpha 13 is right there. So, I'm just going to pop much better than Aerosoft. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'll have to give it a look. But I don't really do much. Yeah, Fly Tampa and Taxi to Gate make some good stuff. I don't generally do much Europe flying, but this is, I guess, one of the exceptions to it, because I'm flying for DLH Virtual now, and we're actually flying on DLH Virtual today, and as you can see by the call sign in the top left. So, alright, we're going to go ahead and pull onto the runway here, and I think we're good to take off. Alright. Taxi, or not taxi, this can go to takeoff. Oops. Oh, hello. Click spot. Thank you. Alright. Turn-offs. Ooh, that's some good brake noise right there. Alright. Yeah, I need to get some like legit rudder pedals. Like, I'm literally using pedals, gas and brake pedals from my Driving Force GT sim racing wheel. So it's pretty ghetto, but it works. And I also don't have cash to buy legit rudder pedals, so you know, that's always a thing. Okay, everything looks good. Flaps are down. Flex takeoff temperature is set. Flight plan is in. Let's get out of here. Alright, there's 50%, and... Oops. There we go, flex 30. So in, auto thrust is blue. Airspeed's alive, 80 knots. rotate. Alright. Pitching up. And positive rate, gear up. Alright. Climb mode is engaged. The sketchy part is getting this thing to go into climb thrust, because I'm using like a SciTech throttle quadrant, and it's a little touchy, or at least this plane is a little bit touchy in the actual placement of the climb right about there. Alright. Disarm spoilers. Maybe. No? Alright. It appears as though the button on my joystick has stopped working, because this... I'm literally using a 4-year-old, not 4-year-old. I've had this stupid joystick for like 8 years. It's ridiculous. It still works though, kinda. Oop, that was a little bit too much. You gotta be very on top of it with this plane. Alright, these flaps can come up. Pitch to the right just a little bit more. Alright, so we are on our way out of here. And Q and H go to standard. Apparently, still can't disable the spoilers for some reason. So I'm going to set this to 230, or like 235. Engage the autopilot. I probably should have been paying attention to what I was doing there. I just went into a little bit too far over, but yeah, I'm gonna set that to manually to 235. Some guy on a motorcycle going by. Pretty good. Yeah, so that's gonna stay at 235 until we get above 10,000, so I don't get penalized by smart cars for exceeding 250 above or below 10,000. Because they do penalize you for stuff like that, unfortunately. Which I guess is realistic, because that's what happens in the real world, is you get in trouble. Something just dinged. Oh, we just went into heading mode. I'll just set us at an intercept for this waypoint. And preferably climb mode? No, we're just going to go into open climb. I'd like to... There we go. We're back on nav. Climb. So, yeah, I messed that departure up a little bit. We can disarm spoilers. Okay, that can go to managed. As we're pretty much approaching 10,000 right now. Landing lights can come off. Turn-offs can go off. And we will turn off the seatbelts. Okay, so there's 10,000. We're going to go ahead and accelerate. So we can get rid of that ground chart. Let's go ahead and pull up. I say let's go ahead a lot. I don't know why I do. Okay, so we're back on track now. That was a little bit of a botched departure. Okay, I'm going to look up... I'm going to mutilate this name again. It's Dusseldorf? Is it pronounced Dusseldorf? I think. Something like that. I'll look up some charts. Which, I don't know. This is not the website that I wanted. I want this website here. So translate that, please. Okay, so let's get the ground chart. Alright, so we're accelerating now, it looks like. Alright, so got the ground chart. I guess, alright. Do that. Yeah, the sounds are so much better than the Aerosofts. Like, even this thing even has like turbulent sounds. Like when you hit turbulent air, it'll like shake around and you can hear it. It's really cool. Alright, let's bring the range up. So, top of climb. Where is top of climb? Okay, well, the top of climb is right about there. Top of descent is right about there. So we have somewhere in the neighborhood of, I want to say about 80 miles of cruise, which isn't too bad. And then MUC is my home base. Where's MUC at? Oh, is that, okay, I think I know it. Let's see if we have a look at Project Fly real quick. I'm not good at the IATAs. I'm only good at the ICAOs. I can't remember. Yeah, it is. Alright, yeah. Munich. I don't know. I'm from Chicago, so if that's worth anything. Okay, I think I have the charts here. Whoa, that's a little bit of an old chart. When is this? When was this released? Yeah, December of 2013. A little old. Although it says released 3/8 of 2017. So I assume it's current. Hopefully. Guess we'll find out. Okay, did I ever, you know, I question if I put the cost index in. I did. It's a really low cost index, actually. Huh. Oh, 74 miles to top a climb. Well, I think what did I say we're landing on? We're like, it's 5 right. Do we have the ILS for 5 right? ILS Cat 2 and 3, or localizer. Runway 5 right. Looks good to me. And then I think I need the actual ground chart. Airport layout. Alright, that's good. So, I'm probably just going to stick some music on, if you guys don't care. So, I mean, that's generally what I do. Can I recommend this A320? I would 100% recommend this A320, actually. It's a bit heavy on the frame rates. So if you have a fairly beefy computer, it should run just fine. Mine, in some instances, does actually have a bit of trouble running it. God, I just totally lost my train of thought. At some Aerosoft sceneries, or places that are just in general heavy on frame rates, I would have to say I get less than acceptable performance. So you can see my PC specs in the description of this video, or the stream. So, I mean, I'm running a 68, an i7 6800K, GTX 970, 16 gigs of 2666 DDR4. I mean, that's really all that's important, but I do have a bit of trouble running it in some instances. other than that, it's a great plane. Alright, go ahead and make sure pressurization is good. Pressurization, cabin is pressurizing. Everything up here looks good. No warnings. So yeah. I feel like this thing is really going to shallow out the climb because we have another 60 miles till top of climb. So, but yeah, so I went on a little bit of a rant about this plane. Well, not so much a rant. Get a GTX 1080. I would. I have $80 to my name right now, so I just peaked my mic. Sorry about that. Let me turn this down a little bit, actually. Yeah, I'm not exactly loaded at this point, so yeah, GTX 770. I think, I mean, granted, I am running P3D with some pretty high settings, so actually we could probably go over the settings right now if we really wanted to. So I'm running 8 times MSAA, FXAA is off, 4 times anisotropic filtering, ultra textures. I have VSync off and my frame rate at unlimited, not that it ever goes above 60 anyways. I'm running at 1080p. Let's see what else here. I have basically my terrain stuff set to relatively high, water details at high, special effects, all this stuff is at medium. This stuff is dense. So I could turn it down, but I've actually found that turning it down tends to decrease performance, and it doesn't look any worse. So I just turned it back up, and I've dealt with it. Lighting, I'm running PTA and stuff, but this stuff doesn't really affect performance other than shadows. I do have shadows on Ultra because I like my shadows and stuff. All this crap is handled by FSXWX, which is a free weather engine. So I think other than volumetric fog and the cloud draw distance, that all the other stuff is handled there. And then traffic I have completely off. And I think that's really all the other stuff that matters. Oh, and I just realized that you couldn't see my screen at all that entire time. I literally went into settings, and nothing happened. Oh boy. Thanks, OBS. That was really great. Which Rex 4 clouds theme is it? I believe it's one of the soft clouds. Let me have a look real quick. I'm pretty sure it's in the 20s, if that's worth anything. Let me have a look. Hello? Alright. Let's see here. Sky, clouds and effects. I think I have my high and mid-level clouds. I want to say that's set 16 possibly. I'm not entirely sure though, so don't quote me on that. Although I might actually have a theme. Let me have a look real quick. I guess I can't. Oh, it's set 13, I think? Yeah, okay. It's set 13 and set 26. Your soft clouds aren't good. Yeah, I think it really is down to... do you have a weather engine too? Because if you have a weather engine, I've found that it drastically improves the quality of the clouds from the way that they're like drawn and stuff. So I think that's probably has something to do with it. But yeah, I want to say this is actually maybe an outdated theme though, because I recall changing it because it looked kind of crappy. But yeah, it's really, you just got to mess around with it from my experience. So I want to, maybe it was set 11 or 12. Or maybe 9. I actually think it was set 9 for mid-level, high and mid-level. And low level was, yeah, all like the default, the non-soft ones look like crap. I think I'm using, I think I used set 18 for a while. I suppose I could probably show you my monitor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I used this set, which is set 18, for an amount of time. No, you don't have. You'll have Active Sky next tomorrow. Yeah, a weather engine is like a must, because if I would go disable the weather engine right now, but that does weird stuff and will basically probably kill us all. But it does drastically improve the way that clouds are rendered. So yeah, Active Sky is one of those things, or some form of weather engine is a must. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I want to say it was set 18. Maybe set 27, set 26. So yeah, really you just gotta play around with it. Alright, I forgot to look at this ILS. So, this is an odd chart. Okay, so we approach the ILS at 3,000. Yeah, it looks like 3,000 is what we hit it at. Yeah, no problem, man. 'Cause, I mean, it's got nothing going on right now, so I mean, I don't really mind going off on rants about what to buy and stuff. Alright. So we're looking at an arrival in approximately 35 minutes, which I feel like isn't quite right. So I don't know why. It just feels like it's going to take longer than that. But I have nothing going on anyways, so make you all sit here. Y'all are stuck with me. Okay. So I'm pretty sure we're supposed to, at least it's supposed to approach the ILS at 3,000. I don't know what this thing's going to say. NATO's 3,000. NATO's is the fix for the ILS, so yes, that is what we're approaching. Alright, well I'm going to stick some music on. I'll find some no copyright sounds or whatever. Something I haven't played. The FSLabs doesn't look like... I'm a little bit confused what you're saying there, man. What? In FSLabs doesn't look like Airbus. I'm pretty sure it looks like an Airbus. Just saying. Unless you're saying it looks different from the Aerosoft, in which case that is very true because it's a much more accurate representation of this particular plane. Okay, well, we have 14 to top a climb. I mean, I can continue to find... How about this? This might be a little... Oh, that's a little loud. Okay. I hope that's loud enough. I'll have a look at the stream real quick. You prefer the Aerosoft. I don't know. I don't, personally. I think the Aerosoft is pretty much a toy compared to this thing. But hey man, you do you. I don't know. The Aerosoft is nice. The modeling, in terms of like the cockpit, the textures are done much better, in my opinion, than that of this plane. But literally everything other than that is just not as good. So, but hey man, you like what you like. I don't care. What are the aircraft that I use? Well, I mean, all right, hold on. I gotta test this music real quick. I just gotta have a look at the stream, make sure it's literally everything other than that is just not as good. So, but hey man, you like what you like. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I could probably turn my mic down a little bit. Kind of loud. Okay. Yeah, I suppose I can. I have the FSLabs A320, A321. No, we're coming up on cruise already. Alright. I have the FSLabs A320, A321. I suppose I could just go through the airplane list. And of course you guys can't see that. I wonder if I do this. Does that work? That works. Okay, so I have whatever P3D comes with. I have the Aerosoft stuff. I have used it. I have all this junk. I have the PMDG NGX. I have the A2A. I have quite a few A2A planes because I really love their planes. Their planes are good stuff. I have the Coronado Grand Caravan C208B. Captain Sim stuff is from when I used to play FSX. I just kind of re-registered it to check it out. Coronado. Oh, this is a Citation. This is the Citation 2. And then I don't know why this is down here. And then I have the Phenom 100. A couple biz jets. I never really get around to flying them. I want to at some point. And then I have the C-182 G1000. Let's see what else here. I got the Flight 162. The Flight 1 Cessna 162 is actually free. So if you haven't gotten it yet, I would say go get it because it's actually a pretty cool plane. That's good. This is FSLabs. All that stuff is default. I have the Majestic Dash 8. I've done some streams with that. Got a bunch of that. All this stuff is standard. I have the Piper Comanche. I have the Piper Cherokee, all of which are by A2A. Here's some more PMDG stuff. I have the 747, Queen of the Sky 2. Queen of the Skies 2. Let's see what else here. I have PMDG 777. PMDG, yeah, PMDG is pretty good stuff. I do like their planes. Some of it's pretty good on frame rates. I have the PMDG MD-11. Which I did a little trickery to get to work with P3D. And I have the A2A Spitfire. Let's see what else we got here. The Coronado TBM 850. Pretty fun plane. Ooh, this song is actually pretty good. I might have to add this to my playlist. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm pretty sure I have a P51 in here too. Actually, yeah, I have the A2A P51. So, yep, that's what I fly. Alright, so we're at cruise, and we have about, say, 140 miles left. I do like this song, though. I'm gonna have to add this to my mixtape. My digital mixtape. I'm actually getting pretty hot in here now. I'm wearing pants. Sweatpants. I wish they would make all passenger airplanes. What do you mean by all passenger airplanes? Like PMDG, like less freighter stuff? Or, I don't know, I'm a bit confused. Oh, the MD-11 or something? Because I know they don't use the MD-11s for passengers anymore. It's only cargo now. Alright, well, if you guys will excuse me for about half a second, I need to go put some different pants on because I'm just way too hot. I'm sweating in here. So I will be right back. already. I am back in some shorts now. Definitely much better. Okay, so on the Aerosoft Airbus, does the top of descent automatically appear, or do you have to manually insert it? I believe, I mean, I've only flown it a couple, 3 times, but I believe it does do it for you automatically. Which, if it's not, then you probably haven't put something in the FMC correctly. No, I definitely didn't add the right song to my playlist here. This is a different song. Whoops. Yeah, I believe, at least from my experience, it inserted it for me. I think the only plane that I know of that you have to manually insert a top of descent would be the Majestic -8. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it does it for you. At least I think it does. Alright, woof, some lag now. Coming up on a bunch of clouds, that's probably why. Alright. Let's have a look here. Okay, so 111.5 and 52 degrees. That would be correct. Alright, so that's good. We can bring out the table. I'm really tempted to open the window and see how this thing handles rapid depressurization. Which I really don't want to totally wreck the flight though, so maybe I'll do it at some point where I'm not live streaming. You know, I accidentally did that once. I was playing X-Plane of the Flight Factor 757, and I went to open a menu, the Reshade menu, which is Reshade's like an add-on. It's kind of like PTA. But I went to open that, and coincidentally, the command was also the same thing that opened a door. So I basically opened a cabin door, and everybody on the plane died, and I literally got a message on the, I think it's like the ECAM or whatever. Maybe it's only Airbus that calls it ECAM. It's, and whatever this thing is called on Boeing, but it basically said passenger death on it, which is, it was really hilarious. Please do that. Nah, I'll pass. I want to do this legit. Because I'm actually, I'm connected to smart cars right now, and I'm flying for Virtual Airlines. So if I do that, I'll basically just end up throwing away the flight, which I don't really want to do since we're already over halfway there. But yeah, alright, that's tuned in. So we have 50 miles till top of descent. So I'm gonna go ahead and tune in 3,000 on the altitude. Actually, I'll put in 2,500. I usually just do a few hundred feet below to be safe, just in case I do end up screwing up somehow and we're too high, or something like that. I don't think we have any terrain coming up, do we? Oops, wrong way. No, doesn't really seem like it. Not many views. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of... Beautiful clouds. Hopefully I'll have this tomorrow. Yeah, it definitely... A weather engine is definitely helpful, and also this song blows. Sure, that's fine with the song. I mean, I don't know, I do live streams because I just kind of enjoy it, and I'm on summer break now, and I have nothing to do anyways, so that's what I'm doing. I don't really, the amount of viewers doesn't really bother me, I just kind of do it, even if there's one person here, so. Came in from EGKK to EGPH, and EGPH approach is the first approach, and the Aerosoft Airbus and the landing was extreme. Yeah, mine, I guess if you really want to describe it, is extreme. My first landing in that thing was also extreme. It was, that thing is like super twitchy with the landings. Like, I don't know what it is, but I find this thing, the more advanced simulation, actually easier to land smoothly than the Aerosoft. Because whenever I'd come in the Aerosoft, I'd just end up either floating it or slamming it into the runway as hard as I possibly can. So, both of which are not ideal. I did grease it, though, the other day. Aerosoft Airbus is easy to handle, and I'm ready in 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, it's definitely a much more simplified simulation than this thing is. Also getting a little bit slow here. This thing maybe wants to up the power a little bit. I don't know, whatever. I'll let it figure itself out. But yeah, this thing, I was flying the dash the other day, just offline by myself, but I greased it super good. I got like minus 18 feet per minute. It was really good, which I guess is probably considered a bit of a float. But I mean, I got down pretty fast, so it wasn't too bad. All right, so top of descent. It's coming up about 35 miles. Never mind. That looks closer than I thought. This is 20 miles. This is, actually no, I'm just kidding. I was looking at the wrong way around. Oh, for a minute I thought that was like contrails and stuff. It's pretty cool. I do want to get into flying online at some point. But unfortunately, my first experience with VATSIM, what the heck was that? I think a bird just flew into my window. Or something, I don't know. That was weird. But yeah, I completely just lost my train of thought now. What was I going to say? I totally don't remember, but whatever, I'll read this comment. My takeoff was supposed to be an MCT takeoff, but last second I put it into toga because there was 1,000 meters remaining. Oh yeah, I've done that a couple times. Alright, I forget, I think I was doing X-plane at some point, but I was pretty fully loaded, and it was like super sketchy getting off the runway because I was like, oh my god, I legit almost ran out of runway, and I just kind of slammed it into like toga and said, get off the ground. It's pretty good. Yeah, I totally don't remember what I was saying before whatever that was flew into my window, or if something even flew into my window. So the song is good though. I like it. All right, so I kind of need to be on top of this now and managing this so I don't overshoot top of descent. You know, for how automated the Airbus is, I feel it's just kind of weird that it doesn't have an automatic descent function. You actually have to manually initiate it, which is really weird. But I guess it's just one of those Airbus things, considering all Boeings thrower. I'm a little bit confused what that means. But yeah. Anyways, it's kind of weird that Boeing is, I'm not sure, they're probably just on par with each other in terms of functionality and automation, but it's kind of funky that it doesn't have an auto descent thing. It's really weird. I'm gonna go and put this away. Also, this sun kind of blows too. Although I don't really want to overshoot top of descent. Just gonna keep that up here. Now let's try this. That's a bit better. Alright, 5 to top of descent. Let's go ahead and ding the cabin. Let them know that we're going to be descending here. Alright, so once distance to top of descent hits 1, we're going to initiate descent mode. Alright, there's descent. Whoop, hello, weather update. Thank you. How many monitors do I have? I have my main monitor and a super ghetto, really old second monitor. It's literally over 15 years old. Or maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, my main monitor is a Dell 24-inch 1080p panel. It's the S2440L. I'm going to shut this music off now. Okay. Yeah, it's the S2440L. It's not too bad. It's, I think, maybe going on 5 years old. But it does the job, and anything else would probably murder my GTX 970 anyways. So yeah, and my second monitor is a Sony SDM something or other. It's a 1024 by 760. Oh crap! I just changed the input. RIP. It's a 1024 by 1280. Hey, it runs at 75 hertz though, so that's the good part. Which doesn't really matter because it's not like I run any games on it anyways. All right, so we're descending now, just about right on profile. I don't believe we have any briefing to do. I'm going to pop the ILS guides on there. I'm not entirely sure what they're called. I never started the clock. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, this thing should say we're descending, and it does say we're descending. So we took off about half an hour ago. Not half an hour ago, about 35 minutes ago. Alright, coming right under some clouds here. They're kind of 2D though, because they're turning as I go past them. It's not very legit. Alright, so we've got about 88 miles to flight level 025. I was in the Boeing 777. My yoke is jammed in the forwards position. My volume is at full. All I could hear was whoop whoop pull up. Yeah, that happened. Something like that kind of happened to me in the dash the other day. I was flying out of, I think it was either Liverpool or it was Newcastle. And basically, I was flying out of Newcastle, and the visibility was like uber low. It was ridiculous. So basically, a few hundred feet off the ground, you're just kind of in clouds, and it was also kind of windy. And I engaged the autopilot, and the poor dash was getting just knocked around so much, it just kind of disconnected the autopilot and just kind of nose down, just did like a nosedive basically. And yeah, I had to take over, but once we got out of the clouds, it was fine. What is the best thing, a good processor or graphics card? It really depends. It's very situational. It depends what you need to do with your computer. Ideally, you want to have a good both of those. You want to have a good processor and graphics card, because seeing as they kind of they're dependent on each other to function well. But if you do, if you do design work, like 3D CAD, if you do like 3D CAD stuff and video editing and stuff in like Premiere Pro or Sony Vegas and stuff, you can a processor is definitely more important there because you're ingesting footage and rendering footage. Obviously, Premiere Pro can take advantage of an NVIDIA graphics card and use its processing power to help you render videos faster. But overall, for production, video production and stuff like that, a processor is more important. And I would have to say for games, it's probably a bit more on the graphics card side. But obviously, if you have a GTX 1080 and you're running an Intel Pentium from 15 years ago, you're obviously not going to do very well. So ideally you want a good processor and graphics card. So if you could let me know what you plan to do, I could probably give you a slightly better breakdown. When did you do the Newcastle flight? I was just doing the Newcastle flight by myself. I went from Newcastle to Manchester. I was just doing it offline. I wasn't streaming it. It was a few days ago. I think actually no, it might have been yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, it was. I think it was Monday. Or did I? I don't know. Actually, hold on. I kind of need to look at that now. I don't remember. Have I done that? Oh, it was actually no. The Newcastle flight was a stream from Monday. So if you want to go watch the stream from Monday, you can go look at that. All right. Okay, here's the ground chart. Wait, these are like the same thing, aren't they? No, this one's a parking chart. So we're coming in on 5 right, I believe. Something like that. Or is it 5 left? It's 5 right. Alright, so cabin's descending. Pressurization is good. Oops, that's the wrong way. So yeah, we're coming up on our approach now. I gotta fix my headphones. I need some new headphones too, man. These things hurt my ears a lot. Alright, I'm gonna put on the seatbelt signs now. So, looks like we're coming over city now. That's probably Dusseldorf, I assume. Really? On Monday, the visibility was high. I mean, I don't know. It could have been the weather engine, but I don't remember what time it was. I think it was after... I want to say it was afternoon my time. So, that's... 21 degrees. Pure Sim says, good evening. What's up, man? But yeah, I don't know, which, I guess, oops, I can really put away the speed brake. Noon, my time is, I think, 6 or 7 o'clock UK time. So, I don't know what it was like then, but it was odd. 210 means 21 degrees. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. So if heading 210 just means 210 degrees, not 21 degrees. So I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. And also, I think the transition altitude in Germany is 6,000 feet, so I don't have to worry about the altimeter just yet. About until 12 o'clock. Near midnight. Oh, I don't know. Something could have been messed up, but it was pretty low vis, so... Alright, so we have probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about 45 miles left till our destination. Looking at an ETA of 12:54, so that's in approximately 15 minutes. I'm just going to go and look up the weather for... whoa, alright, yeah, we're getting a little bit fast. Okay, so we have, ooh, awesome. No altimeter, thank you. 1021 is our altimeter setting. We have a localizer, but I don't feel like that's in the right direction. Alright, so 1021 is the altimeter. I'm gonna leave that open. Pure Sim says, wow, great channel. Wonder why it's still so small. You definitely deserve a bigger community. Keep up the good job. Thank you, man. I do what I do. School makes it kind of hard to do stuff, but I'm on summer break now, so I can do a lot more streaming and stuff than I did previously. And I meant, if you look about the long comment visibility, about the visibility, it says 210, I'm going to say 21, oh, 20 degrees Celsius, okay. I get you, okay, so we were talking temperature, not heading. So I'm just gonna pop on the lights now, because if I don't, I'll probably just get wrapped up with something else and then forget about it. So I'm just gonna do it right now, even though we're not technically supposed to until 7:58. So let's make that 59. All right. Well, thank you, man. I do appreciate it. So ever since I just started live streaming like a couple of weeks ago, and I've gone up like 30 subscribers. It's ridiculous. So obviously I'm doing something right. I do realize that I just accidentally. Oh God! I didn't mean to do that. Aircraft? Oops! I never went to live mode on my stream, so that would be why my stream preview wasn't updating. Is because it was paused. That'll do it. That's for sure. All right. Well, I'm gonna attempt to keep this down in speed. At least a little bit down in speed. I'm going to even make this turn here. And I'm probably just going to set our altimeter at 1021, like at 10,000, because actually I think transition might actually be 10,000. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. That might be no, I think 10,000 is an Austria thing. But yeah, I'm just gonna do that because it's. I mean, I don't really care. I'm not going for realism here. I'm just trying to have fun. So we can. Oh, that's not how you do that. 1021, and I'm gonna stick this speed brake out a bit because we're gonna need to get down now. And anyways, it's going to stick us at a 250 restriction anyways, which we are under right about now. So we just barely made that, and oh, weather update, thank you. Alright, so we just barely made that restriction there. Which I'm going to keep a little bit of speed brake out, just in case. Alright, let's see. Altimeter is set, lights are on. What's my call sign? My call sign is Lufthansa 2008. It's in the top left corner of the screen, by the way. Okay. Oop, turbulence. Alright. Auto brakes, we're going to set to medium. We could probably turn on the brake fans, because these brakes on this plane do get toasty. You can also find me if you go to Project Fly. If you go to radar.projectfly.co.uk and you search for DLH 2008, you should be able to find me. I've been watching a kid, I really mean a kid, streaming FSX for some time. He went up from 0 to 170 in about 2 weeks, and I wonder how people like you are still so small. What's wrong with the world? Hey man, I don't know. I started my YouTube channel back in like 2013 when I was like super cringy doing like Minecraft and whatever. I try not to think about that now, but everyone's got to start somewhere. So, all right, I guess guess maybe this is the right... Oh, hello. Oh, speed brake is out. Yeah, forgot about that. That'll do her. Okay, I'm going to slow us down to 220. And pop the speed brake out. Actually, I'm going to go 230. I love your videos. Thank you. I love my videos too. No, not to like toot my own horn or anything. I'm just kidding. Okay, so that's our speed. Now we're a little high, but whatever. Alright, cool. So, approach phase, we're not quite at approach phase yet. Once we make this turn, I'll probably put us in approach phase. Or it should do it automatically, I think. Okay. Speed. Please don't throttle up the engines like a ton and then shoot me way over speed. That'd be pretty nice. Okay, I might have slowed us down a little bit too early, but I like to be prepared, so... I really need to... I don't know if this is like a hard-coded P3D thing, but I really need to figure out how to, like, not get these super terribly fake, like, house overlays and street overlays that P3D has, because they're really annoying me. Okay, I'm gonna ding the cabin. Let them know they should get their stuff together for landing. Okay, once we come around this corner, I'll probably bring us back to like 210 or something on the speed. So this is a fairly short approach. It's about 10 miles. Can you send us a link to the radar website? Because I can't find it here. It is... it's that. So if you paste that into your browser, I believe that's should come up correctly. Yeah, all right. It should do that. It might take a little bit to load, but that is the website in question. Which we're almost down now, so you might. All right, here's the glide. I'm gonna bring us back to 200. Maybe 210. Let's get flaps 1. Okay, so we are coming up on the glide. I don't really know. I'm just gonna stick an approach, and we should hit the localizer at some point here. I'm gonna... Alright, well, we're at a 3,000 restriction anyways here, so we can't even go any lower if we wanted to. So FI... So by NATOS is at 3,000, it looks like. So it won't even let us go lower because we have an altitude constraint. Okay, so let's go 200. And flaps. Got you. Alright. That's another runway there somewhere. Alright. So once we hit 200, we will go flaps, and I think this thing should have activated. All right, QNH is 2. What? No, crap. 1021. I got that backwards. Our V approach is 140. All right, we can bring down the next set of flaps, and we're gonna go ahead and dial this puppy back. I don't know where our localizer is. That concerns me mildly. There we go. Alright, we got it now. Alright, let's bring this back to 180. I don't know what the gear extension is. I think it's 220. Let's bring these gear... Let's get this gear down.
2,500.
Alright, 2,500. Radar altimeter is a lot. Radio altimeter, not radar altimeter. Flaps 3. Alright, landing gear is down 3 green, and we're going to go to 140 now. Alright, and that is flaps full. Landing runway. That is 5 right. Alright, brake fan is on, and we are attempting to catch up to the glide. Localizer is captured. And at this point I could probably... I'm just going to actually disengage the autopilot because I don't need it on anymore. Lovely. I hope the scenery loads. I guarantee you it's going to load like in the next 10 seconds and it's going to totally rip my frame rate. And then I think I loaded into it earlier actually. And yeah, it's definitely loaded. The terrain is just isn't showing up right for some reason. Unless I totally put in the wrong airport. Which I wouldn't put it past myself to put in the wrong airport. Which, this should be the right airport, if I am correct. Yeah, this is the right airport. Oh, I just realized when I'm not clicked into the window, I don't have control over my, I don't have control over the, flight controls of the plane. Yeah, hello? Are we gonna load terrain or what here? Because I swear to God, if this thing loads taxiways and junk... Oh yeah, it's gonna... Yeah, because this crap right in front of me, like here, just appeared. It's gonna, like, load right when I'm landing. I guarantee you. I don't know what's up with this. My computer's being really slow today. Yeah, watch this. It's gonna happen. I guarantee you. Yeah, this is some janky... Oh, there you go. Thank you. Took you long enough. Oop. Alright, we're a little high. Landing the Airbus is something I've never been good at.
400.
400.
300.
Back, we're visual now. So... Oh, cool. And the pathways just disappeared. Thanks.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
And we're down. Reverse this. Seem to be slowing down. Alright, well there's 60. Manual braking. Reversers are in. And we're down. And now we need to keep her rolling because I really don't want to stop here. So, that wasn't too bad, was it? At least I hope not. Because I just made a fool of myself if it was. Okay, so I don't really know where we're parking. And alright, let's get rid of that. Oh, no. Bad. Okay, let's... So, we're parked. Let's do that, alright. I'm just gonna get off the runway real quick. Let's go ahead and turn that off. I'm gonna get off the runway and then we'll figure out where to park. I never armed the spoilers, did I? Well, that would be one thing I forgot to do. So I forgot to arm the spoilers. Okay, brake fan. Goodbye. Pearson says good one. Thank you. Okay, where are we gonna park? So this is... We're on Lima 5. Lima 5, excuse me. And to our right is taxiway M. I forget what M, the phonetic alphabet is. Okay, but anyways, we'll probably... Let's queue up GSX here. And where do we want to park? So we have Gate V, Southeast parking, Gate A, B, and C, East parking, dock, all that. Let's have a look at the actual parking spots. I'm feeling... Let's go A9. I'm feeling... Okay, A9 doesn't exist. That's cool. How about A12? That looks good. And follow me because I'm a noob. And Lufthansa. Thank you. Alright. Lufthansa parks on stands 1 to 2. As far as I know. I don't know. Stands 1 and 2. I don't know what that... this particular Aerosoft scenery I don't think does stands... if you mean 1 and 2... Stands 1 and 2 by terminals A and B, then I guess, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of went with like what I saw in this parking chart here. So I suppose if I really wanted to be realistic with it, I could Google it. Oh yeah, M is Mike. I forgot about that. Okay, is this guy going to show up or what? No, he's right there. Okay, cool. Let's clear these warnings. Alright, let's pop on the APU. Wait till flap. It says flap open. Alright, so this guy's here. We're gonna throttle up. Give me a sec, we'll try to figure it out. Alright, I can always change it, so if you manage to find it, do let me know. So for now, we will park Terminal A. Stand 12. Alright, and we can put this back on taxi. These can go off. Runway turnoffs can go off. Excellent. I'll have to look at that landing rate in a sec once we're parked on the stand. Frame rate is a bit subpar here. Alright, APU gen is on. Just clicked over there. APU is available. Alright, and I'm gonna put in the flaps, I think. Do that. Alright, we can turn off the auto brake. Follow me guy is like going in Mach 3 over here. God. Alright, well I mean we're coming up on the stand right now, so I'm pretty much I'm just gonna park it there. Which parking seems to be over here, possibly. I really need to get like track IR or something. That's got to be so much easier than using your mouse to navigate the view system. Oop, man, overshot that turn. I'm not perfect, so what are you gonna do? Alright, well, looks like our parking is right here. LH parks stands A1 to A3 or A12 to A16. So I did do it right. So we're parking at A12. Alright, let's watch me screw up this parking job. Seriously, that wasn't far enough. You gotta be kidding me. Really? take it. Okay, right there. Set the parking brake. Oops. And cut the engines. Alright, so we have arrived at lovely Dusseldorf in Germany, which I probably mutilated the name. Sorry. Okay, taxi light off. We can tell these guys on the ground. Oh, wow. He's doing a dance. Did I actually legit park that so good? He did a dance. Oh, that's awesome. Well, that makes me feel good about myself then. And he gives us a little bow too. That's awesome. Did I actually park it like that good? I guess I parked it that good. That was like dead on the center line. Wow. Alright, let's get the jetway. Possibly. Okay, maybe this doesn't have moving jetways. Alright, confirm this place doesn't have moving jetways. Let's try SOD. Does it use SOD? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, well, we're just gonna request deboarding. Oh, that's boarding. Oh, no. 9. I didn't want to do that. Deboarding. Is it gonna do that? Okay, alright. I actually did that the legit way. It figured out my stupidity and corrected it for me. Alright. Cargo doors. So we're gonna go ahead and... Oh, I get to turn off the pedals. Disconnect. Doors. Upper cargo door. I assume that means forward cargo door. And I'm just going to open the rear cargo door. And we can open the left forward door as well. Alright, so GSX is going to do its thing. Perfect parking. It simply knows the correct parking spots without checking it. I guess it's a good day today. I mean, those doors are pretty open. I don't know what you're waiting for. Alright, let's have a look at that landing rate. 295. Okay, could have been better, but I'll take it. It's certainly not my worst. I think my worst is like 600 or something like that. So, alright. Let's see if this confirms the same thing here. 295. Alright, yep, same thing. So, we can go ahead and finish that off and file it. Alright, PyRef has been filed. The format now reset. So, that's good. We're done with that. I can complete the flight in Project Fly. We can exit that. And, alright. So, hey, that was a pretty successful flight. I didn't crash the plane. OBS didn't crash, and I didn't screw up majorly at any point, I don't think. So, yeah. Left aft cabin door. Okay, I guess it wants that too. Okay, I think everything over here is good. Oh, I could turn on the APU bleed. Get some AC going. Turn off the seat belts. Oh, good. Now they're doing the boarding announcements because I'm a super intelligent person and I hit boarding instead of deboarding. Oh well. I think it's going though, right? It says deboarding passengers now, baggage unloading in process. So yeah. They're getting all this stuff good over here. I really like GSX. GSX has got to be one of my favorite add-ons. Just because of the fact that it's not that it adds any functionality, it just adds like a little bit of immersion. So it actually feels like you're operating a plane like in a legit fashion rather than just kind of, you know, loading it and flying it. Alright. I think we're gonna call the stream here. Well, maybe we'll wait for all this stuff to get done once GSX unloads and stuff. But we will call it once they're done. All right. So I'm just gonna take a sec to plug. If you haven't subscribed, maybe consider doing so. And I do have some links to social media in my channel banner. I have a link to Twitter. I don't really use it much, but sometimes I will. I also have a Discord server So if anyone is down to talk on a Discord server, I do have that. And I also have a Steam profile. I have a link to my Steam profile on my channel banner. So those are just a few things you can use to get in touch. And I love how this thing is playing a combo of the boarding and deboarding sounds. So you get like, welcome aboard, and then bye. It's completely legit. Alright, well, they're still deboarding. I suppose we could go ahead and give a look at my project fly profile real quick while we're doing this, and see what we got here. Well, let's go. Oops. We can go here first. So I guess they haven't. Alright, passengers are out. I guess it does take a little bit for the your PIREP to be filed and stuff. But if we do look at Project Fly, we should. Alright, so average landing rate is 214, and these are all the places that I've flown so far. I've just started with Project Fly a little bit, like a few days ago, so I don't think it's too bad, and a little bit on here. I've only done 7 flights, but I have 12 hours total, so that's always cool. Okay, so we can close the front and rear doors. So once these guys, okay, these guys are almost done unloading the stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and close the front or the rear cargo door, and then go ahead and move the chair back. Okay, so rear cargo door we can close, and if I look outside, it's going to do not legit stuff because the plane doesn't actually exist outside of the cockpit. Alright, well this guy is going to move his cargo off of here, and once he moves his cargo off, we'll shut the door. Alright, we're going to shut the door now. Close. Alright, so all the doors are fine. So, alright, I'm going to call the stream here. If you did enjoy, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, maybe consider subscribing. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next stream. I'm probably going to stream tomorrow and Friday, so I really don't have much going on, like I said, this week. So yeah, I will see you guys probably tomorrow.